Good morning. Thank you all for joining. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Erica Rowe, and I am the outreach coordinator for the Office of Digital Services and Solutions within Georgia Technology Authority. Before we get started this morning, I just wanted to take a chance to welcome all of you to the first meeting of the Accessibility Compliance Working Group. We really appreciate you all expressing interest. Your presence here today speaks volumes about your commitment to ensuring that all Georgians have equitable access to state government services and information. We truly appreciate you taking the time to be part of this vital initiative. So, as we all know, accessibility compliance is just not a best practice, it's a legal imperative. The landscape for digital accessibility has seen significant developments, most notably with the DOJ Final Rule and its April 2026 deadline. For us, this isn't just a date on the calendar, it's a call to action that requires our collective attention and proactive effort. The purpose of this working group is to foster a collaborative environment where we can share updates, ask questions, and learn from each other to navigate the complexities of accessibility compliance. We understand that each agency faces unique challenges, and by working together, we can identify common solutions and leverage our shared expertise. To kick things off today, our lead content strategist, Mary Leibowitz, she'll be guiding us through some key points designed to equip you for discussions with your agency leadership. This can help you articulate the urgency and importance of preparing for the April 2026 deadline. Following Mary's presentation, we'll open up the floor for a broader discussion. This is where we want to hear from you. What are your most pressing concerns regarding the final rule? And what are some areas you think you might need the most help with to ensure your agency's readiness? Mary, I'll hand it over to you.
Thanks, Erica. Good morning, everyone. I think one of the things that I just wanted to briefly talk about this morning was if you've become aware of accessibility compliance and the upcoming deadline, it might not be on the radar of leadership within your organization or some other key people that might be able to help efforts to make sure that the agency is compliant. And so we've really tried to arm you with the right information on the digital services website. Under our resources, we have a digital accessibility compliance page. And within that, we also have key points for leadership. So recently, if I didn't think that the information was getting to the right person who might want to look at accessibility compliance and maybe start their efforts as early as possible, I've been emailing them a little bit about what is happening with a link to our digital services page so that they could get ready for that. And essentially what we do want them to know is that even if your agency is on GovHub and GovHub is technically compliant, meaning that it meets all of the technological needs for accessibility compliance, there are still some decisions that you might have to make internally as an agency about the content that lives on the site, especially if you have uploads, PDFs, documents, any kind of video or audio. And so that's really where you need to focus your attention right now. So on the leadership page, we just sort of briefly introduce what the key requirements are and what it applies to and how to understand that there are limited exceptions to the rule. But the exceptions don't cover anything that someone might need to participate in or apply for anything actively within government. So we need to be really careful with that. And we've got some steps as to how to get started. And we've also got our contact information to the digital services team in case you do need any sort of guidance as to maybe how to get started or exactly what's needed, or you just kind of need a partner to walk you through exactly what's happening. And then within that resource page, the one link that I found that was really, really helpful was the ADA fact sheet, which is specifically designed for state and local government. If you have any questions, it's super easy to go through. And we also have a link for the WCAG requirements, which is the set of guidelines that are needed to meet compliance. But someone has taken the time to write them out in plain English. They could have been a little bit technical before, a little bit hard to sift through, and they've just kind of taken the whole thing and made it easier. And we've got blog posts on exactly what's happening. And we've just tried to provide you with as much guidance as we possibly could. And if you see something on there and you think, I would really appreciate some more information in that area, this is a great group to let us know. And we'll be happy to look at that and maybe develop some more resources that you think would be helpful. So I think essentially that's the highlights. I think that we just really want to support you in getting the message out. And if there's anything that we can do to help you do that, please don't hesitate to let us know.